Now, the last step in our process is to lay our components out on our sheet, material sheet for laser cutting. And we're going to start on our reference layer. And on our reference layer, we're going to click our rectangle tool. We're going to set the point at 0 by pressing 0 on our keyboard. And we're going to set the bed size of our laser, which is 48 by 24, by typing in 48, comma 24. Now that's the size of our laser bed. Okay, and so now I can come over here and grab these like so, and I can sort of lay these out, and I can almost see that I can probably get two out of a single sheet here. Okay, and now all you have to do is pretty much lay these out properly on your sheet material. And I'm going to start over here. Now what we want to do is that we want to select this first, left, right, that which it surrounds, right? And we're going to group these together so I can move everything as a group. And I'm going to put this up here. I like to save myself a half an inch, if I can, along the border for when I'm laser cutting. It's just a really good habit to get into. Now I'm going right, left, everything it touches, and I'm going to group that. And I'm just going to move this and try to lay this out in a somewhat efficient manner. Okay, and I'm going to come over here, do the same, group this, Control G, move this over, and that's the work. Okay, it's a little bit more, some more of that digital filing that we talked about. In some cases, I can take a piece like this, Control G, and I can do what's known as move it over here. I generally don't like to rotate the parts when I'm working, especially when I'm working with cardboard, because I want to keep my corrugation consistent across the work. And I'm going to do a Control G, and move this over like so, and over here, Control G. So I want to group my components and move them over a little more efficiently. Oops, didn't get that top one there. Control G. I'm going to move this across like that. And I'm going to grab this big piece right here. And I want to make sure I don't grab anything down there. Control G, group that together. And I'm using this little hatch right here to move the whole thing over instead of moving it along just a single axis. And here I could nest these by doing something like this. Control G, since these are small, I can bring that up in there like that. Do a Control G, move this over here, nest this over here. And this helps to save material. Control G. And I tend to be a little bit obsessive about that, but it's just one of my things that I like to save materials. But you can see, once again, Control G, how we can go about nesting our components in here. And I'm doing this because it's saving me some space along here. And I'm just going to move these. We would follow that same sort of like process. Group that. Move that there. Group that. Control G. And I'm going to move that here. And zoom in here. Control G. Move that here. Control G. Group. Group and move. Okay. And let me go to the top. Change my windows. Okay. And that's right there. Okay. And now, if I were to look at this, I realize almost that I could probably get, if I wanted to, I could get two of these out of a single sheet easily. Okay, and that's one of the things you find out by doing that. But now this is ready to go. And the last step that I would do before sending it off to the laser cutter is that I might come in here in my text, change this to curves, make sure that it's set to curve, and I would say Andrew F. Scott, my name, email, phone number, so that the technician can contact you if they need to, and that's there. And you'll save this Rhino file You'll save this, and you have your flat demo 12. We'll save that, and that's ready for laser cutting. Okay, and that concludes our tutorials on the outputting FlatFab files for laser cutting. Have fun.